How you feeling about this preseason matchup, man? Texans, Steelers, and specifically Justin Fields. Before you called, man, we was having a little bit of a discussion about just, do we feel like it's a competition? Do we think that Fields can do enough in the preseason to surpass Russ? We get a chance to see him in stadium, man. What's your thoughts on everything?
I'm excited. I mean, like, it's weird because it's always like, we got all this Justin Fields hype, like in a sense of what's it gonna do in the game, like, but this is a starting quarterback. This is a top 10 pick. Like, we know who this is, Like, the knock on him wasn't so much like he don't have it, it just was Chicago was moving on.
Yeah.
It's like you got in this deal. But it's like I'm excited to see it. I think it's been the most hyped of the summer. It's been the most hyped of camp to me, So it's like I'm excited to see it in game action. I'm excited to see it with the lights on. I want to see the drive count. I think we've seen a lot of drives and Latrobe finish off really well. And I'm excited to see the drive count and him put up a 6 and how the energy is off of that. I'm excited to see them. Like, I always love seeing them get in and out the huddle. I think
operations, yeah.
I'm excited to see, like the snaps, how it goes, how the flows, or keeping the ball off the ground, just the flow of the offense while he's in there. So, I mean, I'm just excited. Is Pickens playing? GP playing? Will we have that with him?
Yeah, so they said everybody is out there. The only people that are not playing on
a couple names.
So on offense, no Russ. On defense, no TJ Watt, no Cam Hayward, Patrick Queen, Alex Highsmith, and Minka Fitzpatrick. So 6 guys totally not out, but only 1 guy on offense.
So to me, I feel like he got the same unit he's been working with this whole Latrobe. So it's like, let's bring the practice to the game,
Yeah.
Let's get out here. Let's let it fly. Let's move the ball around. Excited to see it. Excited to see the run game. Want to see how that goes. Some of the new things they're doing in the run game. Just excited to see it. Obviously you won't see the whole package, but just kind of you want to see the ball move. I want to see the ball, but not to be,
what you saying?
The bad apple. But Kenny Pickett was moving that ball last preseason. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know if anyone can beat 2023 Kenny Pickett's preseason performance. I don't think anyone. I think that was historic. That was Hall of Fame worthy.
5 of 5, man. 5 drive, 5 tutties, man.
So it's like
they should be hanging that jersey up in the Hall of Fame.
Never get too high, too low, but just let's just see the flow of the offense, man. Let's see how this thing moves. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited to see them. I know they're excited to hit other people.
Yeah.
Them boys out there scrapping and all types of stuff, man. I know they're excited to hit other people. So I know they'll be excited. The energy will be way up, No matter preseason or anything, a game is a game in a sense of, man, you out there. You got that uniform on, you got the lights.
Like when them lights hit, that.
Let's get to it.
Yeah, you think there's any chance Fields beats out Russ from Tomlin's perspective? Like Tomlin making the decision here, not you, but
not going into week 1. I think the hype is there. I think you'll see him. Like, you'll see packages. He's earned packages for sure with all the hype. For win the crowd, win your freedom. Like, people want to see that.
Talk. Yeah.
Yeah, people want to see it. So you'll get a couple packages. We'll see how them packages look early, and that'll tell a lot more of the story and a lot more of the story. I think Russ needs to go ahead and get healthy though. Like, he has missed a lot of time. It's time to go ahead and get back in there. And
he started back practicing this week, splitting reps with Fields this week. So we are getting that. That is at least confirmed these past 2 days.
I'm more saying he needs to go in there and be, I know I'm with the ones and I'm with the ones, and you kind of need that flow. They need to hear his voice in the cadence, like, just different things like that. So it's like, I said it to come. If it go too long, something could happen. Mm-hmm. But I think now it's about the sweet spot of we're in the 2 part. We don't want to get to the too long. We're in the 2 part. So it's like now it's about the sweet spot of like trying to go ahead and get back up in there.
So basically, outside of Russ just being hurt, you don't see Fields being able to surpass Russ this preseason? Okay.
Not week 1. I don't see it week 1. Unless I just don't see it week 1. And I mean, like,
but like, what if he's electric in the preseason? Like we talked about Kenny, right? Kenny 5 for 5, man. 5 drives, 5 touchdowns. If Fields goes out there 5 drive, 5 touchdowns, or 6 drive, 6 touchdowns, is his preseason performance not enough to outweigh what Russ has done throughout his career, even though we wouldn't have seen him as much in training camp / preseason games?
Man, I feel like if you listen to the stories, man, he's already kind of told you, like, Russ will start this thing off. Like, it's fairly unfair, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like he's kind of giving you just got to listen to the stories in a sense where it's like the pole positions and different things like that. I just think all that's really telling you is, like, Russ will start this. I think Russ's resume gets him week 1. Like, I think you have to remember Russ is a winner. Russ has won a Super Bowl. Russ is a Super Bowl guy. He's been to another one. So it's like Russ is a guy that he's a born winner. Even his resume of winning is sky high to where it's like Russ will start.
TG, that's not here. He's new here, right?
True.
He's new here.
Nah, and he don't have no money here. I'm with all that.
You see what I'm saying?
With that. Yeah, but I just still feel it's Russ. You see what I mean? Let Russ cook in a sense. Like, you know, when they took the pictures, I think Russ took the pictures.
He sat next to Mr. Rooney.
Yeah. Like,
if you know, you know.
If you know, you know. Like,
they say who is sitting next to the boss man. All right, if you next to the boss, that's QB1. If you not next to the boss, hey bro, you know where you at, bro. All right, who's next to Mr. Rooney in the picture? 7 was always next to Mr. Rooney. I don't care which 7 was always there. You know, man.
Come on.
If you know, you know.
I think they got a couple things. They got a couple things already printed up with him on the ticket and whatnot. Like,
when you pull up to the stadium Friday night, just see who's the big person on the stadium. You know, when they got the picture, it was like Cam, TJ, Ming. Is it Fields or is it Russ? If that's already pre-printed up, then you kind of I can see that. Know, you guys give you the heads up. Yeah.
I just to me, and I know Fields is having a great camp, and I think that's great, and I think that just solidifies who he is, because I think he's a starting quarterback. Like, that's an elite player.
Facts.
He's, like, honestly, you got a steal. You know, you have 2 elite quarterbacks, but Russ will get the nod going into week 1 unless it's just totally unhealthy. But I think you'll see Justin Fields. I will say that. I think you'll get some packages, and I don't think his packages will be packages that just totally got him running. You know?
Yeah.
I think you'll see something like on a going into the fringe, you'll get to see him. You know what I mean? Like, he's gonna do something to where it's like, all right, he's threw a touchdown.
It's Wildcat, but it's not because it's actually Fields in there. So it's not Wildcat. It feels like regular offense, but this is the guy that's on the field right now. Yeah.
Yeah, here we go.
Where have we seen that? Was that like they weren't Lamar Jackson? They didn't do that with him and Flacco, did they?
Reed did that with Vic.
That's what it was with Vic. I was about to say, I feel like somebody we've seen this before. Yeah.
Somewhere where you see him, but he's not all the way there, but he's there.
The Alex Smith and Colin Kaepernick back in San Fran for a little while, they would do that. Be like, yeah, we want to put him in for this type of look, and then he started to throw it out of that, and it was like, oh, all right. And then eventually, we obviously he took over and everything out there.
I mean, I think you'll see that.
Okay.
All right, I think you'll see a little package, a little slow in. Here we go. You know. So.
Would you be open to starting Fields if you were the head coach?
Week 1. You talking about week 1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, week 1.
I like Justin Fields.
So to you, what if you're making the decision? Then what would you need to see from Fields this preseason to pull the trigger and make him week 1 starter? If you're Coach Tomlin, you the man. Yeah, you got the decision. It's no longer in Coach Tomlin's pen. It's in your hands now, man. Come on now.
For me to have him be the starter, I think I need to see Russ keep on sitting out a couple more days, and I want to see him go light it up, not only with his arm, but I'd want to see him do something nice with his legs.
I think I'd need to see like buy-in from the team too, of like body language type of stuff.
Buy-in's there.
Yeah, where like this they point to Fields as being the leader. Yeah.
Justin Fields is young, so Justin Fields relates to the guys.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like most of the guys are young in a sense.
Yeah.
Like Russ is a little bit more.
It's more of a respect. Yeah, I'm about to say he's proven done it. Where it feels like, oh, you like us, bro. We know you. Like that's
Yeah, like Justin Fields, like you said with the George Pickens, like man, I know him before y'all know him.
Yeah.
Let's say, like you know, like I came up with him. these guys. Like, these are my guys. So it's like, I think it's like that with more guys than you can even think of. Like, these guys go to camps together. These guys do a lot of, like, Justin Fields might be a dude that's on Call of Duty with the guys. Like,
Yeah, whereas
so
Russ ain't, he probably gonna give you that. Yeah.
Yeah, Russ probably not doing that. So it's like, I don't think that's a factor in the sense of, like, I think the guys love Justin Fields. Like, but I don't think the guys are going to give you that to make it feel like I'm swaying away either, though. I think that's one thing about Pittsburgh. They know the game in the sense where it's like, no, I'm not jumping in that. Like, I'm going to let them sort that out, and I'm with whatever, and we're going to be straight with whatever, and we're going to do our job. So it's like, to me, I just think it's Russ's job. I don't think, they always tell you can't lose your job off of injury and whatnot, but I think it's Russ's job, and we'll see what shakes out of that, Like, I don't think Russ got time to go in there and throwing picks, though.
Ooh, okay. No. But that's playing bad. Playing bad and you not playing due to injury, and it's in training camp and preseason. I think they're very different, yeah. But if he come out here and start throwing picks, bro, we go, if he throw them picks, we go.
Russ will start that thing off slow a little bit, too. I don't think the patience is going to be there as hard as it's been.
I mean, I think that's fair, but just know the faster you make that move to Fields, what happens if but what happens if Fields starts slow as well? You act like Fields has been perfect in regular season games.
Right.
So now you put yourself in a real bind.
And I think that's understood.
Yeah.
I think Russ is the ultimate brother. I just don't see it. I think Russ will start. I think it's Russ's job. Russ will start. I think they'll work Justin in. I think the main thing is, like, because I think Justin got to feel the love of Steeler Nation in this preseason to where it's like, keep everybody happy.
Yeah.
And I think that's truly more of a grind than you think, in a sense where it's like, man, we're just here to win. We're just here to win. So it's like, everybody stay happy. You're both starters, and you're both going to have a good career, in a sense. Like, I think they got to keep preaching certain things. Like, just buy in, stay ready. But I think Russ will start this thing off.
Okay. I like it then. All right. One final question with the Russ and Fields thing. I already asked Deke this. I want to ask you this, though, man. Since we're all seeming like this is highly unlikely, but if it were to occur where Fields does get the nod week 1, how do you see that affecting or impacting Russ in his, feelings about wanting to still remain here as well?
If Fields were to get the nod?
Yeah. Say Russ, man, doesn't get a chance to get out there, man. The calf is just calfing, right?
Yeah.
Or for whatever reason, it's like, Fields still got week 1, right? The Russ, just the calf never got all the way back. How does that play out in your mind?
Then I think Fields will take the job, and it'd be his job, and Russ will keep it moving. Go somewhere next year,
So you think he would stay here for this season, though?
Yeah, he would stay here for the year. You saying like they could leverage him and try to trade him and get something?
I'm wondering if Russ would want out.
I say like this. I don't think nobody's going to risk their quarterback to even be able to get hurt in this time. But if somebody's quarterback, like if the Aaron Rodgers situation was to happen like in the preseason, I think that would bring up a conversation.
So I think you're looking at it as an outside team coming in and asking for Russ. I'm talking specifically about what does Russ want, because Deke brought up that, he could see the scenario where he feels maybe Russ doesn't want to be here because Fields would get the nod. And now it's, you got to get him up out of here. He's disgruntled type thing.
I don't think you could do that. I think Russ is too good of a person in a sense of, I just don't think Russ can even give you disgruntled. As crazy as that sounds. Like I don't think he's allowed to per se.
It goes against how he's made. Does not compute. Say yes, sir. Say yes, sir. You better smile in this interview, Russ. You better smile.
Yeah, I don't think his PR team allows disgruntled. Like, no, we're not doing that.
So deep down, he's not happy, but he can't look like the bad guy.
Bro, that's against the bread, bro. He didn't work too hard on his bread, man.
I think the brand is too built. Like, no, we don't do disgruntled.
All right.
So I don't see that. I just don't see that.
Okay. So it's gonna be an interesting thing, man. We'll see how this thing continues to play out, man. Luckily, though, we do get the game Friday to start this thing out, man.
I think it's a great situation for the team. It's tough individually, but it's a situation for the team because it's like you got 2 starters that if anything does happen, you don't blink. Like, these quarterbacks drop every year. Yeah. You see it, like
about half the starters were out last year.
Yeah,
it was a rough year. So it's like these guys drop every year, and to be honest with you, you have to have 2 good quarterbacks. The only thing is like it's hard to have 2 starters. You know, like it's hard to keep 2 starters just in there, calm and patient and happy and about their business, but at the same time, it's like everybody's okay. You know, like they're paying them boys. Like everybody's getting paid well. That's not the issue. You know what I mean? So it's just truly a play issue in a sense that I think they'll be pros. You know, like I'm getting better in there. I think it's one of them like you'll start by next year. You know, or your time's gonna come. It's inevitable not to come. So it's like just stay ready, no matter which situation it is. You know.
I like it. All right.
It's a young
my
Kyle
bad. I didn't mean to
Allen
cut you off like that. My bad.
I'm just saying it's a young Kyle Allen there that don't get no love. That's like
talk that
he
talk,
ain't no
bro. Yeah, that's a pro's pro. That's a professional. He's an absolute professional.
He came and won a lot of games too, and it's like no, it's not per se a starter, but he's a total backup. That's like totally, he don't even have a chance to be the 2.
He knows he's a backup. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like he's the backup. That's like I stay ready and I go in there and win you some games. So it's like he's in the same boat too. He's fighting. You know what I mean? Somebody that's like, man, like I just don't have a chance till something is to happen. Then I gotta be ready.
Yeah.
You know? So he gotta stay sharp too. Like this thing's crazy. It's fluent. You know? So it's a grind. You gotta be a pro. Yeah. And this is the ultimate, you gotta be a pro.
This the test. Facts. If you can't be professional in this, man, it's gonna say a lot about you going forward, baby.
But the thing is, it'll kill a Russ. That's the difference. Like as much as we love a Russ, it would kill a Russ.
Yeah.
Because that's one of the things that we love about Russ is the positivity and the pro. To where it's like, I think it's such a young man's game in the sense that it would put him in a boat that's like, let me just make sure, you know? So I think he would have to stay positive no matter what. I don't think you could just ask for a release. I don't think that would be the proper move.
It'd be tough for the brand.
Y'all crazy. I love it.
I see that.
Y'all are crazy.
I was just thinking it might be better for him to just be out there in free agency in case a dude goes down on one of these other teams or contender team where he could kind of pick his own destiny.
But you could die on that vine, man. You be waiting all year for that call, bro.
But I guess what I'm saying with Russ is who he is and what he's accomplished already. Like he doesn't have to be on a team.
I mean, you don't have to be, but you want to be on a team. You want to be on a team more than you don't want to be on a team. Yeah.
I think it's also like this ain't a bad boat. Like man, like he's having it's not like he's not enjoying himself. Like he's cool. He's Russ. You know what I mean? You want to play football. Like he's getting paid pretty well, handsomely well. Yeah. And it's like he's double dipping. Like he's double dipping. Like.
And it's a 1 year situation, whether it's great or terrible. It's just this year he's still getting 40. Yeah.
Like I don't think he's panicking. You know what I mean? Like I don't see the panic. So I think we'll be all right.
All right. So I think we are all the way done with the Fields and Russ convo for now, at least. All right.